Hello and good morning, year one. Welcome to your maths lesson. Now, a few just notices that I wanted to explain to you. In school, when we're teaching you or your children, whoever's listening, when we teach, the children have whiteboards on the carpet. So we'll do questions that will relate to what they're going to be asked to do independently. So we model each type of question that they're going to have a go at themselves. So they do it on whiteboards, and we don't really keep a record of what they do on whiteboards. And it's their opportunity just to do it independently and freely on the carpet with a little bit of support from us, and just to see how we do it. So when I say press pause and have a go throughout the video, you can just do that. If you've got a whiteboard at home, that's fantastic. If not, you can just do it on a piece of paper. Okay, and there's no need to submit that to us. The things that we would like to see are the sheets that are on Teams, okay, or the questions at the end of the video that I press pause. I ask you to press pause on, but I'll tell you that that's today's task. So if you're listening to the input, don't have a go at the questions with me, okay, and press pause and quickly do it on your own, and then press play and carry on watching. But there's no need to send that as well as the learning sheet that you're doing at home. Okay, the learning sheet is what we want you to try and do independently on your own. Okay, and if that's an adult helping you type, that's fine. We want to check your understanding through that sheet rather than through our input and through our videos, because ultimately we go through the answers with you, so we don't really get a clear understanding if you understand or not. Okay, so that's just a bit of a notice. You don't need to record everything that you write down. Okay, you can just keep it on a scrap piece of paper or a whiteboard. But we do want to see those sheets. So if you choose to do it on Teams, you either print it out, you just load it back up, you upload it to Teams, or if you choose to do it on the editable PowerPoint, I think you can just edit it, and then when you turn it in, it will save automatically for us. Or if you choose to follow the video and press pause, if you write out the question, or your adult writes it out for you, and then if you take the pictures of that work that you've done and submit that, rather than us having so much to do, so much to read, sometimes it can be a bit unclear. Okay, so that was just a bit of a notice for you. Okay, right, let's get started. Enough of me talking. This is your starter. I want you to write these numbers, write these as numbers. So I want you to write 1 10 and 6 1s. So what number would that be? 3 10s and 4 1s. 4 10s and 0 1s. So press pause and have a go. Of course, 1 10 and 6 1s is 16. 3 10s and 4 1s, 34. 4 10s and 4 1s, 40. Okay, let's get started. Today we are going to compare objects and numbers to 50. So you're going to need a number square. You're going to need to turn your brains on and remember the key terminology, the key vocabulary that we have used for less than, equal to, and greater than, or you might have fewer or more, or I don't know, the same instead of equal to. Okay, so there's all this different vocabulary that we need to remember. But I know some of us struggle to spell some of these words. So we normally do this in English when we've got a hot or a cold spell. It's just different ways to try and help us learn the spelling. So we've got the pyramid here, where we add one letter on each time. So we've got less than. Okay, so you can practice that and you can draw it out in a pyramid. A lot of you in my class seem to love doing that. Then we've got our sound buttons on equal to. So remember, is a digraph, so we need a line there. Okay, equal to, and I've circled 2 because 2 is a tricky word. Okay, then finally, I've just looked at the shapes of the letters. Are they descendants? Do they go all the way down? Are they ascenders? Do they go up? Okay, so if they are, I've put them in a rectangle box on their own, and then I've kept the others well, it would be a square box if I did each letter, but I've done a rectangle on its side. Okay, so you can press pause, have a quick recap on what all the vocabulary means, and see if you can practice your spelling. Okay, fantastic. It's really important that we practice our spellings, because if we spell it incorrectly, we're not going to know if you mean less than or equal to or greater than. Okay, let's get started with our first one. So I want you to compare these numbers. 22 is then 32, and 13 is to 13. Okay, so 13 is 13. Okay, so have a look at these pictures. Press pause, find it on your number square. You could build it and make the number like we did on Monday. That could help. Okay, let's go through the answers. Of course, 22 is then 32. Let's find out. 22 is less than 32 because it's before, it's closer to 0. 13 is equal to 13. Well done if you managed to write those down as full sentences. Okay? If you're not feeling confident with writing it, you can just voice it once you press pause. Okay, now we've got one more. 3 tens and 4 ones is something to 4 tens and 3 ones. Then we've got 41 is to 14. Now remember to look at the tens and ones and find it on your number square. Of course, of course, 3 tens and 4 ones is less than 4 tens and 4 threes. If I put that over here, I can see that I've got one more 10 than 30, than 3 tens. Okay, then a lot of us still get a bit confused. We sometimes write 41 when we're trying to write 14, but this has 4 tens and 1 1, and this one has 1 10 and 4 ones. So 41 is greater than 14. Okay, so we're going to compare all these different animals. Now, what I want you to do is press pause and count the animals. Okay, now what I did, just to give you a bit of a helper, if you're going to count on your whiteboard or on your piece of paper, I put like a little key. Instead of having to draw them all out, I put S for sheep, D for dog, T for turtle, PH for chicken. Okay, so then I can just write. So if I was to count this one, for example, I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to write S equals 10. Just making myself a little key so I don't have to draw it all out. Do that for each of those. Then I want you to tell me the number of sheep is greater than the number of. Okay, so I want you to have a look. You might even be able to take an educated guess without press pause and have a go. Okay, there are 10 sheep, 9 dogs, 14 turtles, 14 chickens, and 10 is greater than 9. So 10 is greater than 9. The number of sheep is greater, sorry, there's more than one, it's plural. The number of sheeps are greater than the number of dogs. Okay? Because it's plural, you would change that to are instead of is. Right, here we have another one. I want you to count the donuts. Obviously, this is in a tens frame. You should be able to figure out quite quickly how many donuts there are and how many biscuits there are. Okay, so there are 18 donuts and 19 biscuits. I want you to tell me which one has fewer and which one has more. So there are fewer donuts than biscuits. I've shown you on my number square too. And there are more biscuits than donuts. So you might have a question a bit similar to like this when you're doing your learning. Okay, then I want you to use the comparative symbols. So that's your equal to, your greater than, and your less than symbols in here. You need to count them up and then write the symbol in there. Okay, so we had 16 and we don't have 16 there. We actually have 17. So we've got 16 and 17. So I've made a mistake. We have 17 there. So is 16 equal to 17? No, it's less than, okay? So it's less than. I'm going to do it in green just to show that I'm editing my work. So 16 is less than 17. Now remember, that hungry alligator eats the number that is greater. So it should look like this. I'm just covering that one up for you. So it should, looks like that. Okay, 13 is less than 14. Now, are we sure this is 13? Because what they haven't done is they haven't completed tens frame. Okay, so we did this a few weeks ago where we complete the tens frame and then we count on 1, 2, 3. So bridging 10. So 13 is less than 14. Okay. Then I want you to have a go at that. 20 is 2 10s and 3 1s. 50 is 40 plus 8. 19 is 1 less than 18. And 29 is 30 minus 1. Okay, so I want you to have a go. It might be an idea to write, not copy this out, but write them as numbers to help. Okay, we've got 20 is less than 2 10s and 3 9s. 50 is greater than 40 plus 8. 19 is greater than 1 less than 18, because 1 less than 18 would be 17. So 19 is greater than 17. Then we've got 29 is less than 30 minus 1. Have a think. What do you think? Is it less than? No, I need to use my green pencil. You're right. It's equal to. So 29 is equal to 30 minus 1. Well done if you managed to do that. Okay, today's challenges, they are on Teams. So you can go through the editable document, which is a PowerPoint document. I'm hoping I have got a few of those back, so people seem to be being able to edit them quite easily, which is good. Or you can print the sheet out on Teams. If you don't have a printer, don't worry. Now is your chance to press pause if you're using YouTube or Teams, to press pause on each of the questions. So press pause now. And then the next question, you can press pause on. The third question, press pause on. And the fourth question, questions, there's more than one. Okay, make sure you use this language. And then your challenge, the fifth question, sorry. And then your challenge X is here. Okay, so you need to complete the table, write or draw your answers. Okay, so you can write them in, write the words, write the numbers, or you could draw amounts, replicating your tens frame or something like that. So that's it for today's maths lesson. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you spotted some of my misconceptions, which I'm sure lots of you might have done too, but it's really important that you see these mistakes so that we can all learn together. So have a fantastic Wednesday, and well done for completing all the maths so far. It's been really, really interesting.